Cars wanted to achieve his main goal, to be the ultimate life form, the one above all, and to have the whole earth in his grasp. And then he turned into a rock in space and floats throughout the cosmos without thinking about a thing at all. Welcome to the Outside series. This one's going to be about the Pillar Man himself, Cars. That's really it. Vampiric ancient beings don't really see the purpose of a last name. Cars belong to a race of nocturnal beings that could only live at night because they died when being exposed to the sun. Because of that, they lived underground. Early humans feared them as gods or demons among men. Few had died, so they had not many children, and their population was very small. They generally had no problems, no strife, and they lived in peace for the most part. And then you have this beautiful purple-haired genius born among them. Cars knew that there was deeper potential in the body of those ancient beings. He created the stone mask, which helped him further into the potential of the Pillar Man body. The thing is with those stone masks is that it's really odd on how it works exactly for me. From what I've seen, this is my assumption on how it works. Stone mask plus humans equals vampires. Stone mask plus ancient nocturnal beings equal Pillar Men. I believe this purely because of Cars' accessibility to the Bone Blade and AC/DC being able to use his burning blood, which they both used said ability against their own people, who fought them with weapons that weren't the same as theirs. They had swords and spears, while Cars and AC/DC had evolution. Moving on from that, you get the plot of Battle Tendency, and Cars finally achieves the power he was seeking for to reach the pinnacle of evolution. Now, before going on into Ultimate Cars, we have to sit down with Original Cars. Original Cars, to begin with, is definitely not weak, but weak when compared to Ultimate Cars. But I'd say that Original Cars alone could win a good amount of fights in JoJo, and maybe even outside of that. Hey. Light mode. Light mode. Cars has the power of light, technically. Funny because he kind of, dies to it. Obviously, it's not sunlight or UV light specifically. Cars' brilliant bone blade. This blade emits a large amount of light due to the razors that move along its blade edges like it's a chainsaw. Each blade refracted light, so that's why it would glow. With that blade alone, he can clear out a room of people. This blade can be extended, proof being the example just used. Reason because the blade itself, while extending outwards, visually it reaches from the wrist to the tricep, which would be roughly around, I'd say, 2.5 feet, possibly more. A room like that would probably be around 20 by 28, so unless everyone was lined up against a wall, this blade extends pretty far out. The light emitting from the blade can also blind enemies, which would be pretty bad for anyone who's fighting against Cars, because in that small instance where he blinds you, Cars will have more than enough time to plan what he wants to do. Also, being the blade that comes out of his body, he can drain enemies for their blood. For this specific moment, I can't fully explain what had happened here. Somehow, he was able to cut the driver's hands off without actually damaging the car whatsoever. And this was with the windows up, so you can tell right here. I believe that Cars' speed goes past human reaction time. The speed he cuts through at is as if he stopped time. That wasn't the only time that Cars had done that either. He had pulled that one samurai move where you see where they slash up the enemies and they don't even know it yet. I'd call it the Kenshiro if it didn't involve a blade, because the general reaction is you're already dead. The speed of Cars alone can also split bullets from the gun that Stroheim had claimed to have the ability of firing 600 rounds per minute. Now, onto his durability. Now, the durability of a Pillar Man is a pretty big feat when compared to humans. Well, it might go even further, because how many beings do you know that can swallow dynamite and then have it explode in their stomach? AC/DC is fucking metal. Shot to the heart! Just kidding, that one's Bon Jovi, if you didn't know. Well, this is AC/DC, or AC/DC, or whatever, copyright. Cars falls down and, I quote, hundreds of meters when chasing the Redstone of Asia. He also gets a high score on his way down too. So I guess since we got through all the feats of cars, I guess that means it's time for
The World. 時は止まった。
time for me to sign off. Ultimate Cars is a pretty big video alone, which means that you guys will be able to see it in the next one. I'm telling you guys right now, like there's a lot of information not being read up on cars that I will bring to light. Light mode, brilliant bone blade. Too long? No? Yeah? No? Oh well. I'll see you guys in the next one for part 2 of this video. So until then, peace out and Godspeed. Ultimate. Wait, we only have like 7 seconds left. Wait, no, I have some